Hello, say hi to a happy day and enjoy listening while I read to you a story. Fishing for the Moon. Brer Rabbit was bored. Things had been mighty quiet and peaceful for a long time, and he was getting restless. It was time he had himself some fun. So he sat down and thought hard. It didn't take him long to think of just a way to liven things up a little. Why, he was laughing already to think of all the fun he was going to have. First of all, he called on his old friend, Brer Turtle, and told him of his plan to play a trick on their friends Brer Fox, Brer Wolf, and Brer Bear. I'll invite him to meet us down at the mill pond tomorrow evening, and we'll go fishing, he told Brer Turtle. Just leave all the talking to me. Brer Turtle chuckled with glee when Brer Rabbit told him that they'd go fishing for, and Brer Rabbit sauntered off home feeling happy and relaxed again. The next day, Brer Rabbit called on the other animals and invited them to join the fishing party. They thought it was a fine idea, and so it was that they all met up to the edge of the mill pond later that night. Brer Bear brought a large net, Brer Fox carried fishing rods, and Brer Turtle held a large box of wriggling maggots to use as bait. "I'm gonna fish for mudcats," said Brer Bear. "I'm gonna fish for horny heads," decided Brer Wolf, "and I'm gonna catch me some suckers," Brer Rabbit whispered to Brer Turtle with a wink. With that, Brer Rabbit got ready to start fishing, but as he looked out over the water, suddenly he jumped back with a start and his eyes nearly popped out of his head. He rubbed his eyes and scratched his head in bewilderment as he started at the pond. "I reckon there'll be no fishing for us tonight," he said. "We might all just well as turn around and go home." Brer Turtle scrambled to the edge of the pond and peered over. He shook his head. "Well, I never," he said, most astonished. "What is it?" cried Brer Fox in alarm as the others stretched their necks and peered into the darkness to see what the problem was. "I'm afraid the moon has fallen in the water," said Brer Rabbit in a very serious tone. Everyone rushed to the water's edge and looked, and sure enough, there lay the moon quivering in the pond, and the animals all tutted and scratched their heads. "Only way we'll get some fishing done tonight is if we get that moon out of the pond," said Brer Rabbit at last. "Isn't that right, Brer Turtle?" "Oh, yes," said Brer Turtle, nodding his head. So the animals decided there was nothing for it but to take the moon out of the pond. "But how shall we do it?" asked Brer Bear. Then Brer Rabbit closed his eyes and pretended to think hard. "I have heard of this kind of thing happening before," said Brer Rabbit. "We'll have to use the fishing net to drag the moon out, and with any luck, we may pull a big pot of money out of it. At least, that's what I've heard." Well, at that, Brer Fox, Brer Bird, and Brer Wolf grew mighty excited. "Why didn't you say so sooner?" said Brer Bear, and he stepped into the pond with a splash, closely followed by Brer Fox and Brer Wolf. They dragged the net through the water and pulled it up. "No moon," they tried again. "Still no moon? You've nearly got it," cried Brer Rabbit as he tried hard not to laugh. Further and further they went until soon they were right out in the middle of the pond, and here the water was deep and cold. Suddenly they were out of their depth, and one by one their heads disappeared and bobbed up again as they thrashed the water with their arms. They splashed about so much it was a wonder they didn't empty the pond. Brer Rabbit and Brer Turtle laughed until they cried. At last they scrambled onto the bank, cold and miserable. "Better luck next time," said Brer Rabbit, grinning broadly, and he winked at Brer Turtle. Why, it was almost too easy to trick those silly animals. The And I hope you enjoy listening to this story, Fishing for the Moon. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!